All right, so we're going to do midday market recap here. This is a third discouraging day in a row. I'm not making a lot of progress here on the month. I had a nice, yesterday was slow, the day before was slow. It's our third day of September, and I feel like these last 3 days I'm just spinning my wheels. It's wearing on me a little bit. I made 17,000 on KCAC and then lost 15,000 on Tesla. I went short on this right down here for what I thought was going to be the break through this low of 408 and then a move down to the lows. And it came up here and I actually just stopped out here, which maybe I'll end up regretting. But the thing is, if this breaks through the volume weighted average price, it's going to rip 2 or 3 points just like that. And that's not going to work. It's going to be a big loss. That would be an even bigger loss. So I wanted to at least walk away green on the day. So I'm walking away green on the day, but not by much. It's one of these kind of markets where, the wins on KCAC were not bad. This one ended up being decent, but it was also really choppy. This candle here, it went from 16 to 17, then dropped to 15. Then it went back to 16, then back to 15. Then back up, then back down, then back up, then back down. Very choppy. And so I did the best I could on it, but I only made, $17,000. I was just kind of spinning my wheels on it, even on that one. I would have a winner and then I would have a loss and then another winner and then another loss. And I felt like I couldn't get myself really into the driver's seat. So I didn't do very well on KCAC, all things considered. And IGC, I took a stab at, lost $48, whatever. And then Tesla, if I hadn't taken this trade, I'd be in a much better position today. I'm disappointed that I took that trade and that here's the problem. This is a 1 minute candle and it hit 408 and then popped up $2.50 a share to 410. Then all of a sudden it's at 412, 413, and you're like, I'm down $5 a share. I don't really want to cut the loss here. I'd rather, try to give it a chance to work, but you got to cut the losses at some point. And so my stop was I didn't want to go red on the day. So that's where I cut my loss. And here, if I hadn't cut it already, I'd be cutting it here. So the high there was 1630, and that's right at the volume weighted average price. It's a tough one. There's just no doubt about it. It's a hard one to trade, and I've had some winners on it. I've had some losers on it. My net trades, I don't know if I'm net positive. I think I'm net negative on Tesla in the last couple. Well, I don't know. I was up 24,000 on the week before today. So I guess I'm still up 9,000 on the week, but I did have a loss 2 weeks ago on it. So it's a very volatile stock. And what draws me to it is that volatility, especially when the small cap market is so choppy. You can see I didn't really mess around with a lot of small caps today. I was just like, no, I'm not going down that road. I'm not going to trade everyone that hits the scanner. I'm just not interested in doing that. I'm not going to, spin my wheels on the ones that I just have a high suspicion are going to fail. I'll switch gears and focus on mid caps or large caps. It worked on Monday and Tuesday and Wednesday. Today, it went the wrong direction, and Tesla was looking very weak here, but it bounced off those lows, so it is what it is. I'm coming into tomorrow, so here we have tomorrow's Friday, obviously, and then we're going into a long weekend where the market's closed on Monday. So my expectations for tomorrow, they're pretty low. It's the Friday before a long weekend. It's not usually the time that we get good breaking news. Usually a company's more likely to put out bad news on the Friday before the weekend. So hopefully by, the next Monday or Tuesday, people have kind of like forgotten about the news. So it's just not really a good time to be taking any it's just not typically a time that we're going to see really good follow through. Who knows? Maybe I'm wrong, but I might just take it easy tomorrow and come back next week, kind of recharge, just because we're not seeing the follow through that I really need, and I'd rather just kind of step away than go red, right? So yesterday I was up $1,500. I'm just gonna look at my daily P&L here. So let's see, month to date. So Monday I was up 3,000. Yesterday I was up 1,000. Today I'm up 1,600. So I actually made a little more than I made yesterday. So I'm sitting here up 5,000 on the month, which compared to making 400 plus thousand last month, this is very discouraging for me. Like, I feel like might as well be break even on the month. I'm not making really any significant ground. Today was the first day that I hit my daily goal, and then I gave back those gains being too aggressive. So that's a, word to the wise, not to overstay your welcome, not to get too aggressive in a choppy market. You just might not see the level of follow through you would expect. S&P 500 off the lows here, also bouncing up. That didn't help my Tesla trade. So that's kind of a challenge. The overall market's been tough today. But yeah, KCAC was the only small cap that I was looking at. CORT, C-O-R-T, I saw that one pop up a little bit, but I didn't. I left it alone. I think there were a few others that hit the scanners, but just generally today, another kind of non-event day. August and September are typically the slowest months of the year, so I'll tell you that it is a great time to be practicing. It's a great time to be studying. I mean, if you're studying at the hottest time of the year, the thing that is kind of a bummer is that you're missing out on making, real money because you're trading hopefully in a simulator. So when the market, slows down, that might be the moment you're about to go live, and then that's a bad time to go live. So it's a good time to be practicing during a choppy market, because then hopefully you're gaining experience, and when the market does shift and pick back up, it's, you're going to be able to start making some money. So anyways, not a great day for me, but as always, I'll be back at it, tomorrow, and got to keep showing up, because you never know when you'll have a big momentum stock. KCAC gave a couple of false kind of starts. It tried. We had on the 1 minute chart this breakout right here, but then it gave it all back. Tried again here through the VWAP, gave it back. Tried again here, failed, back up, failed. I mean, this on a 1 minute chart, as you look at it, it's like, man, what? It almost, even to me, is like, where were the entries? Where were good entries on this thing? I don't see many, so don't feel bad if you didn't do super well on it. I bought some of the dips. I got some trades on it, but the first candle to make a new high, bounce off VWAP, failed. Break of VWAP worked and then failed. This little setup here was kind of like what we just saw in Tesla, where it was consolidating under the volume weighted average price and then broke through it. So, I mean, I don't know. There were some opportunities there, but they weren't clean. They weren't clear. And so that makes it hard even for someone who's been doing this for a while. So, boy, I don't know. Today I feel so frustrated. It almost feels like it wasn't even worth the $1,600, because now I'm feeling even more frustrated than I was yesterday. Of course, that's because I was up 17,000 and now I'm up only 1,600. But actually, would have been better not even trading today, because the small amount of profit I gain doesn't really make up for the level of frustration that I've picked up, and that is hard not to carry with you into the next trading day. So I don't know, guys. It's going to be just got to be patient and got to not get frustrated. And on Tesla, this is a really hard stock to trade. This is absolutely expert level. It's hard even for traders who have been trading for a really long time, because some of the good setups just don't resolve. And then you have to have the discipline to stop out. I'm glad I stopped where I did right here, but maybe I could have stopped a little sooner, and then the loss would have just been smaller. So anyways, that's it for me. I hope you guys have a great rest of the day, and I will see you first thing tomorrow morning.
Oh, hey, I didn't see you there. Help us hit 750,000 subscribers by hitting that subscribe button, and stay tuned and check out some of my other awesome uploads right here on YouTube.